Good morning, students. So, welcome to the part fifth of this chapter, resource and development. So, as we were discussing last day regarding the land resource, right? We already discussed what is the importance of land resource. Coming to the next part, we discussed the utilization of land, that what are the uses we can, how we can use this land resource. Okay, I talked about different methods. For example, forest के लिए use कर सकते हैं, then we can use for cultivation, we can use for um, permanent pastures, grazing land, right? So these are the uses of land resource. So today we are going to talk about that how this land is used in India, right? What is the land use pattern of India, right? The first and the foremost thing you have to understand that in whole country the land is used in different way. Somewhere this land is used for agriculture, somewhere this land is used for mining activities. So there are lots of way to use this land, right? Now the question is ki why these are the difference among using this land form, right? अलग अलग जगह पर अलग अलग लैंड का यूज क्यों होता है? So there are simple two reasons for that. The first one is physical factor, another one is human factor. So look at what is physical factor, which type of topography are there, what is the climate, what is the soil type. This decide that which type of activity will happen on that land. For example, take an example, if the land belongs from mountainous region, do you think that cultivation will be possible there? No. So like that, if climate is very good, then one person can do agriculture, right or not? If climate is too much, if the area is receiving too much heavy rainfall, right? So maybe there certain other types of crops can be grown, right? So soil type also consider which type of use can be done with the help of this land resource, right? So देखो आप माउंटेनियस रीजन में एग्रीकल्चर नहीं होता है, यहाँ पर अगर जाओगे तो टूरिज्म बहुत ज्यादा होता है, राइट? In mountainous region में you cannot construct the roadways easily, right or not? But if you visit to the plain area, you will see that there are lots of roadways, right? Then if you visit to the plateau region, you will find that lots of mining activities happening here, while at the same time in the plain region the main activity is agriculture, right? So these are the physical factors which affect the uses of land. Apart from this, certain are the human factors also, that how many population, how much population is living there. So it is very simple that if there are a lot of people are living in that area, then what will happen? People will engage in different types of activities and the settlement of people will highly dense, right? So if you visit Uttar Pradesh, you will find this is the most populated state in our country India, right? So you will visit here, you will find that people are living very close, right? हर एक घर एक दूसरे से क्या होता है, सटा हुआ होता है, राइट और नॉट? बट इफ यू विजिट टू अरुणाचल प्रदेश, राइट, अरुणाचल प्रदेश अगर आप चले जाओगे तो वहां पर पॉपुलेशन बहुत कम है, यू विल सी कि वहां पर एक घर अगर यहाँ पर है तो यू विल सी फाइंड कि सेकेंड हाउस यहाँ पर होगा, राइट और नॉट? ठीक है। In Uttar Pradesh, if you go to farmland, you will see that each and every farmland is close to each other, right? बीच में बंड होते हैं और अलग अलग फार्मर्स के अलग अलग लैंड होते हैं. बट इफ यू विजिट अरुणाचल प्रदेश, यू विल फाइंड दैट दिस इज वन फार्मलैंड, बीच में कई सारे आपको ट्रीज मिलेंगे, राइट? फिर आपको एक फार्म लैंड मिलेगा. लाइक दैट you can find different use of land. Why? Because of human factors. So these are the human factors: population density, technological capability, right, culture, tradition, right. So sometimes you will see certain places, for example, those people who are living in tribal areas, they are practicing shifting cultivation, right. So their tradition also influence the use of land. Okay, coming to the next topic. Now we are going to compare these two graph, right? These two categories of graph is given for two different year. You can see this first one is given for 1960, 61, and second one is given for 2014 and 15, right? Okay, so look at here. We already read about this term forest, barren land, right? That is wasteland. The area under non-agricultural uses, permanent pasture land or grazing land, right? Miscellaneous tree crops groups, right? Okay. First, we will talk about the forest area, right? This forest area was at the time of independence, it was 18.11%. Why is it so? Because as already you know about it, that in last class, in class 9th, you read about the forest society and colonialism, in which we talked about that how these Britishers use the land forest resource for their own benefit. So at that time, during the time of independence, the forest area was very less, right? Which was considered as one of the most important target for India, right? To increase this forest area, right? So do you know that the requirement of forest should be 33%, right? Whatever land area we have, out of that, if we want to develop sustainably, right, we must grow forest on the 33% area of the country India, right? So nowadays, recently in 2019, the report came which say that there are 24% forest cover in India now. So you can see here that forest is increased in last 60 years, right? Coming to the next one, barren and wasteland. What is barren and wasteland? I told you that that land which is not useful for cultivation purpose, right? For example, those land which belongs from Rajasthan, right? Arid land. Okay. So this area, it is approximately 18.11%, right? At the time of independence. Now, because of the different methods, different conservation methods, we reduce it to the 5.5%, right? So why it is reduced? Maybe the reason because the population of India grown too much in last 50 years, right? So that's why maybe the population use this land for different purpose like infrastructure building, or some people use these land, or they you can say do certain types of remedy for this land and they improve the land. So this percentage is also reduced. Coming to the next one, that is area under not non-agricultural uses, right? This was 4.95% at that time. Now it is 8.7%. Why is it so? It is because of infrastructure development, right? So what is the area? Those area which is non-agricultural use. For example, these are those area on which different types of roadways, right? Railways, buildings, these are made during this 50 years. So obvious सी बात है, अगर रोडवेज बनाएंगे, रेलवे बनाएंगे, तो ये एरिया क्या हो जाएगा, इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. So पहले 4.95% था, now it is 8.7%. 7%. Next is pasture land or grazing land, right? जहाँ पर grasses होते हैं. This area reduced a little bit, right? Comparison to 1960, you can see here. Next is miscellaneous tree crops or mangroves, 1.50%. It is also reduced by 0.5%. Then next is culturable wasteland. So those land which is left uncultivated for more than 5 years, right? So this area is, at that time independence it was 6.23%, now it is 4%, right? Now the question is ki why people left this land for uncultivated for more than 5 years. क्यों छोड़ देते हैं लोग, क्यों छोड़ देते हैं लैंड को कल्टीवेशन करना? बिकॉज दीज आर द दोज टाइप ऑफ लैंड जहां पर कि एक बार कल्टीवेशन करने पे, इफ दे डू कल्टीवेशन इन वंस एट वंस इन 1 year, राइट, सो इसका जो इतना भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स होता है सॉइल का वो घट जाता है, ठीक है. सो इनको 5 साल के लिए छोड़ दिया जाता है, 5-6 साल के लिए छोड़ दिया जाता है ताकि दोबारा से इसमें न्यूट्रिएंट्स आ जाए, राइट. सो दैट्स वाई समटाइम्स यू विल सी कि अगर इसको हर साल खेती किया जाए इस लैंड पे तो क्या होगा, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज होने का मतलब है दिस लैंड विल नीड मोर फर्टिलाइजर, राइट, मोर फर्टिलाइजर, मोर पेस्टिसाइड्स, ठीक है. सो दैट्स वाई जो फार्मर्स हैं इसको छोड़ देते हैं 4-5 साल के लिए ताकि जो है इसका नेचुरली फर्टिलिटी इंक्रीज हो जाए, राइट. नेक्स्ट इज फॉलो अदर देन करंट फॉलो. सो बिटवीन 1 to 5 year I discussed about it. So 3.5 it is almost same, ये दोनों लगभग बराबर हैं. Coming to the next one, current fallow land, जिसपे एक्चुअल में क्या होता है, कल्टीवेशन होता है, राइट. ये वाला और ये वाला, ये दोनों पार्ट जो है करंट फॉलो एंड नेट सोन एरिया, ये दोनों पार्ट पे क्या होता है, मोस्टली कल्टीवेशन होता है, राइट और नॉट. सो यू कैन सी हियर दोनों ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. 3.73% ये था, it increased a little bit. Here you can see 46.26%, 45.5%, almost same, right? थोड़ा बहुत का difference है. Okay. So look at here, this data is released by Ministry of Agriculture, right? Directorate of Economics and Statistics. So Ministry of Agriculture land use को देखती है because most of the land you can see here, most of the land is used by farmers, ठीक है. सो ये डेटा रहता है ताकि फार्मर्स के बेनिफिट्स के लिए इस डेटा को यूज किया जा सके. ओके, कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, लिसन, दिस यूज ऑफ दिस लैंड पैटर्न वेरीज अक्रॉस स्टेट, राइट. फ्रॉम फॉर एग्जांपल, इन सम स्टेट दिस लैंड इज यूज फॉर मोस्टली फॉर फॉरेस्ट. कुछ ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं जहां पर ज्यादातर लैंड क्या होता है, फॉरेस्ट के लिए यूज होता है. Some states are there in which most of the lands are used for agriculture purpose, right. So for example, it is given here, देखो ध्यान से, in 80% land of Punjab is an Indian state, right. 80% of land is used for agriculture, right, while the less than 10 or 15% land is used for agriculture in Arunachal Pradesh. So can you see the uses of land varies from one state to another state. In Punjab, most of the land is used for agriculture, while at the same time in Arunachal Pradesh, very less amount of land is used for agriculture. Now the question is ki why the people are using most of the land for agriculture in Punjab? Because these lands are very much fertile. There are so many rivers present there, so the people can easily irrigate their land. While at the same time in Arunachal Pradesh, most of the land are mountainous in nature, hilly in nature, right. So very little agriculture can be practiced in this region, right. Next point is forest area in the country is far lower than the desired 30. I told you that forest area required is 33%, but now it is only 24%. Okay, move to the next topic. Very important topic. This topic is very important for your examination perspective, right? So this is the topic, land degradation. What is the meaning of degradation? Decreasing in the quality of land. Simple question, why the land is degrading nowadays? What are the reason behind the degradation of land? So here some degradation reason given. The first one is deforestation. As all of you know that कटिंग ऑफ ट्री इज कॉल्ड एज डिफॉरेस्टेशन. अगर फॉरेस्ट को हम कट करते हैं तो उसको डिफॉरेस्टेशन बोलते हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ दी डिफॉरेस्टेशन व्हाट हैपेंड, द soil erosion took place, right? As all of you know that these tree hold the soil. If you cut the tree, then the soil will get eroded. Some of the industry also pollute the land. How? The waste released from industry pollute the land. For example, do you know that the cement industry also pollute the land? Why? The fine particle of cement, right? They deposited on the land surface, which do not allow the water to pass in the ground, right? Then, apart from, there are other industrial waste like waste material from petroleum, right? Plastics, right? So these all are the things which is generated from industry, and these pollutes the land. Overuse of fertilizer, chemical fertilizer you can say, right? So nowadays the farmers are using different types of chemical fertilizer which can cause the degradation in the fertility of soil, right? तो जितना ज्यादा केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर हम यूज करेंगे हमारे लैंड की फर्टिलिटी क्या होगी, डिक्रीज होगी, right? Coming to the next is mining or quarrying, right? Mining or quarrying means what we are doing for extracting the minerals from earth surface. We are removing the top layer of land. ठीक है, land का जो top layer होता है, this is land. The top layer is very much fertile, right or not? ठीक है. So if we are removing this top layer, right, what will happen? The quality of soil will degrade. Mining में क्या होता है? Whenever we do any type of mining from earth surface, there are a lots of waste material come outside from the land, right, which get deposited on the surface of land, and ultimately it degrade the quality of soil. Then we have overgrazing. Overgrazing means अगर ज्यादा हम ग्रास को खिलाएंगे कैटल्स को तो क्या होगा, द रूट्स ऑफ ग्रास होल्ड द सॉइल, राइट? अगर सॉइल के ऊपर अगर रूट्स नहीं होंगे तो क्या होगा, सिंपल सा बात है, द सॉइल विल गेट इरोडेड, राइट? So these are the reason behind the land degradation. Coming to the next topic, that is how we can conserve this land degradation. How we can conserve, ठीक है, लैंड को कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे हम. So I am giving you some 2-3 points. Rest of the point you have to write yourself, right? If you have any, sorry, if you know any other point, right, you can comment in the below, right? Otherwise you can write me also and send it to me. The first one, how to conserve the land resource, is afforestation, that we can plant trees, ठीक है, हम trees को plant कर सकते हैं so that soil can be conserved. Second, control on overgrazing and over irrigation, right? So whatever we are feeding the cattles, right, we can properly grow the fodder crops, right? So that we can easily feed them, right? ग्रास पर कम डिपेंड करना है, ग्रास रूट्स, या फिर कंट्रोल करना है, ठीक है, ग्रेजिंग कराना है लेकिन थोड़ा कंट्रोल करके, राइट? ओवर इरिगेशन नहीं करना है। क्या होता है ओवर इरिगेशन से? ये लैंड एरिया है, अगर आप इस पर ज़्यादा पानी डालोगे तो इसका टॉप लेयर जो है वो पानी के साथ बह जाएगा, बाहर निकल जाएगा, राइट और नॉट? सो ओवर इरिगेशन भी कम करना है। लिमिटेड माइनिंग एक्टिविटीज, ठीक है, दीज आर द मेथड्स टू कंजर्व द land resource, right? Apart from this, whatever other points you know, tell me, right? So same thing written over land conservation, some of the points are given here, right? We will talk about it later, right? Plant shelter belts, what is it, terrace farming क्या होता है ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, right? Over irrigation, afforestation, right? Later we will discuss in the next topic, that is regarding this soil resource, right? So I think this is done for today. Tomorrow we will talk about the soil resource, right? So what is soil? Soil is a top layer of the land, right? So soil resource के बारे में हम कल बात करेंगे. So आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you.